whether they roll and leap, whether they bow, whether they pray, whatever it is, and each wrestler has their own little thing that they do that makes them have confidence.
Very slender Hasegawa for Japan. A little bit of a size difference when you look at the Mongolian TUMENBILEG. A little bit stockier frame for the red singlet. 2 3-minute periods if you're new to international wrestling. Final bronze medal bout. We move into gold coming up right after this one. And an early stoppage as the referee spotted something he did not like, the hands to the face.
What I love about the Mongolian wrestlers is they leave it all out on the mat. They're not afraid to throw. They're not afraid to be active and throw their body at positions. Speaking of just wrestling history, I love to watch the Mongolians compete. They don't have much quit in, never have any quit in them, and they fire off attacks. First passivity warning there against Hasegawa. Now, what I don't always love is saying the names of the Mongolians, because there's a lot of consonants, a lot of long names. I was doing the public address earlier today, and we had 2 names that were a mile long, trying to sound them out. The good thing about Mongolian is typically it's pretty phonetic. TUMENBILEG. So there's no silent letters. Although later we're going to see a heavyweight whose name looks like it's something and it's totally different.
Yeah, when Jason Bryant even points that out, you know it's different. For as many names as he has read throughout the years, both you and him doing a terrific job, like always, with the public address announcing here at these World Championships in Oslo. Shot clock goes into effect for Japan. Hasegawa gets tagged. No points are scored in 30 seconds. It will be Mongolia getting the early point in TUMENBILEG.
Great attack. Nice little outside step shot for Hasegawa.
Again, he's in low. Has the low single, switches to the double, puts him on the backside, trying to realm across the top of the body as the Mongolian to no avail. Good job there by Hasegawa to get the 2.
Yep, and he didn't need to penetrate in. TUMENBILEG stepped hard with his front foot, and a little low single position for Hasegawa is able just to catch the ankle and crack him down to his hindquarters and get behind for 2.
Action working toward the edge of the mat. Hasegawa trying to get some more points, has one leg, unable to capture the second ankle, but at the same time, he is dragging TUMENBILEG back in.
I'd like to see that again, how he went to his lace. It was interesting how he reached over.
Yeah, really.
It was different. So we've seen that in the last 2 matches, just different hand positions, unorthodox with the way they're getting to that lace. He wasn't able to, Hasegawa wasn't able to score with it. But I love to watch new technique and study it to see what the next big thing is.
Speaking of the next big thing, let's put you on the spot a little bit, but I know you follow it so closely. Give me a country or 2 that you won't see in the top 8, top 10, but you feel is making a move to keep an eye on over the next couple of years.
With the Pan Am, we've seen the rise of some of our South American countries where they're bringing people, regardless if they're winning medals or not, in the women's division, in the men's division, we're seeing them bring athletes to the World Championships, African nations as well. I mean, you're always going to see those top 5 to 7 teams that are always up there. I don't know if there's any nation that's just stepping up, because you look at like a Kyrgyzstan, they're always going to have a few wrestlers. Turkmenistan, a lot of the stands have different people. I'm interested to see what's going to happen in the Persian Gulf region. Iran's always good, but with Afghanistan and Iraq and some of those countries that are in peril, they have great wrestlers. They just need to get them here.
Yeah, it only takes 1 or 2 to get success and build. I take a look at the Ukrainian women, for instance, what they have built over the last 5 years and the success that they have enjoyed. Yeah, it's just fun to see countries kind of build. They get the proper resources, the funding to give them at least a shot to have success, and then it takes off from there.
Absolutely. And you know, like I said about India, where the money goes to other places. You just hope that maybe you can get a revenue stream. Some of those African nations, we saw Kenya here. We've seen Guinea-Bissau. We've seen Senegal. We've seen, you know, North African nations in Greco, like in Egypt, who year in and year out, they have one or two wrestlers who are real close to being on the podium. But, you know, with success, you know, you have to have the money stream.
Not a lot of action after 3 minutes. Japan, though, will take it. 2-0 lead. Speaking of action, here comes Hasegawa for the second time. He secures 2. He goes up 4-0. He clearly wants to do the lace. Big leg sweep there defensively by TUMENBILEG. Just nearly decapitated Hasegawa as he cleared that hip with some authority.
He did, but he put himself in a danger position and gave up 2. I'm surprised TUMENBILEG hasn't been more aggressive and with more action on his feet. I mean, he's down 6-0 at this point, now 8-0. He's going to need something big in order to score, and he can't just wait and hang out in front of Hasegawa where he can pick him apart.
You could tell he's looking for that big move underneath, because he put himself in peril not once but twice on those exchanges we just saw.
He did. Now he's like, how did I give up 2? Now he knows.
So an 8-1 lead. Japan creating a little separation early stages of period number 2. Strong start here for Hasegawa, the U23 world title holder 3 years ago.
And his push-pull single that he gets to, his little outside step that he does, is slick.
One thing to keep an eye on, even though it's a pretty comfortable 7-point lead, TUMENBILEG has exceptional conditioning. Watching him, this guy's motor will be as hard and amped up as it was when we started this match. He will just keep coming, and you'll see a barrage from him with about a minute to go.
He's going to need that down 7. But again, the Mongolian wrestlers, they can go chest to chest and get throws. Something that Hasegawa was doing really well is controlling the hands. He's not allowing TUMENBILEG to get his hands totally on him as he grabs his wrists and keeps him at bay with his hands. Hand fighting is so important at this level, and it's just so well done. You can't even tell what they're doing, but just those little hand positions, that little head position, stopping that defense with his hands and head there, did a great job. And Hasegawa getting his legs back and just not giving TUMENBILEG a position to score.
There's a case where a scouting report was played beautifully. It is this situation with Japan. It looks like, knew exactly what TUMENBILEG wanted to do, and Hasegawa simply has said, no, I'm not going to allow it. And now, these counters again.
Oh, my gracious. So that was so beautiful. He came left side elbow with a peek out, and then as soon as TUMENBILEG put weight on his other foot, he changed his direction to a little outside single and was able to score. That change of direction was beautiful.
He's one turn away from ending it early, has the arm trapped, and that's going to do it. He will expose TUMENBILEG in Japan with a convincing bronze medal at 61 kilos. Well done for Toshihiro Hasegawa. The discipline and the composure of the Japanese wrestlers. You won't see any wild celebrations, very under control.
Under control, reverent, bowing to the fans, very appreciative of what they have in the sport. And man, he looked awesome in that match. Hasegawa, just very well done.